name's Judith Tahuia. I'm an author, a teacher, and a practitioner. And I've been helping spiritually minded women find their direction, clarity and purpose for over 25 years now. And I do that through clarity sessions, intuitive readings, and I also have been running spiritual, psychic and personal development courses for many, many years. And one of the things that the students have wanted to talk about, and it often comes up and we often discuss it, is about ethics within the industry that we work in. And one of the stories from one of the students, and when one tells one, then you'll find that there are similar stories coming in, similar threads happening. And it will be that they may be somewhere, it could be looking in one of the little shops, the new agey shops that are around, or they could be at a festival or somewhere where people with the same interests tend to gather. And they'll find that they are being approached, and somebody will be that they don't know will start to tell them something that they have been given from maybe their guide. And so they have this person in their space telling them things that they haven't actually given permission or have asked to be given. This happens a lot. And in many, many ways it gives us all a bit of a bad name. We who have worked in the industry for a long time understand the spiritual laws. We understand the ethics that are involved that give our work a sense of worth and value and some integrity, and that's what we need to have. We don't have the right to go and tell somebody else, unless they have asked us, about what it is that we may have been given by our guide or by spirit. It just isn't something that's done. Often it can be a bit of a dilemma when we could be sitting in a group of people, and I know I tend to shut off and close everything down a bit when I go to a supermarket, or when I know I'm going to be in with people who may not really appreciate what I do, and we all have the right to be in that space. So I will close down, but sometimes you can be in a group of people and tend to get a bit of information about someone. Then there can be the dilemma as to, do I say something to them or do I not? And I found that I tend not to, especially if I don't know them. It's a very different thing if somebody has given me permission to do that or has come to seek information and clarity on things. That's very, very different. But we do not have the right to go and impose what we believe, what we get on someone else. We just do not have the right. That's invading their space. It's invading their boundaries. We need to really understand this and be clear about them. The same goes when we're working in healing. We can send people healing because we love them and we care about them and we want them to be well, but we don't actually have the right to say how we want that healing to work. We can send them healing, and then, if they so wish, they can use it. I feel like a lot of those that are maybe starting off, and I think I've spoken about this before, is that there is no sense of uniform teachings within this field, and of course there aren't, because we're all at different levels of involvement here. But it would be really nice if we could really get that if people had the fundamentals of their development, you know, their own psychic ability, their spiritual journey, and understand that there really are some good foundations to actually work by, and that's grounded spiritual practice, understanding about ethics, about values, about not dumping what you get onto somebody else because you are feeling so excited about all of that, understanding about clear boundaries, understanding about we don't have the right to interpret what we get, we just pass on the message. We are just channels. I'll go back to healing. In the form of a healing, healing can come in many, many different forms. It can come in the sense of when you go to have a counselling, when you have a reading, when you have a massage, when you're just walking in nature, when you're doing the dishes, whatever, in the garden. That's where I have my healing. But even in hands-on healing, or the forms of healing that are many these days and have different names, but it's all the same energy. We are only channels. We are only channels for the universal energy. I hope that this has given you a little bit of clarity on this. And if you find that you want some more information, please contact me on www.judithtahuya.com, and for any other information that you might like to check up on. Thank you. Until I see you again, smile and be happy.